In August 2025, a U.S. aircraft carrier entered Manila Bay, its massive silhouette cutting through the early morning haze. The arrival was not just a routine deployment, but a moment charged with symbolism and intent, watched closely by both allies and rivals in the region. Its presence was a clear and unmistakable signal amid rising tensions in the South China Sea, where disputes over territory and resources have drawn in global powers and heightened anxieties across Southeast Asia. The carrier's arrival followed a series of aggressive encounters between Philippine and Chinese vessels in these contested waters, incidents that had left nerves frayed and the risk of miscalculation dangerously high. For the Philippines, the sight of American naval power was both reassuring and unsettling, a promise of support in a time of uncertainty, but also a stark reminder of the escalating stakes and the possibility of conflict on their doorstep. The U.S. Navy's mission was clear: deter aggression, uphold international law, and reassure allies of America's enduring commitment to regional stability and peace. Yet, this show of force also risked turning a regional dispute into a potential flashpoint between superpowers, where a single misstep could have far-reaching consequences for millions. The carrier's visit underscored the complex drama unfolding in the Indo-Pacific, a region where smaller nations must carefully navigate between the ambitions of giants, balancing their own interests with the realities of great power competition. This was more than a simple port call. It was a pivotal moment in the ongoing contest for security, influence, and the future direction of Asia, watched by the world with anticipation and concern. The story of Manila Bay is just one chapter in a much larger struggle, one that will continue to shape the destiny of the region for years to come. The South China Sea is a vital artery for global trade and a treasure trove of resources, making it fiercely contested. China claims nearly the entire sea, overlapping with the exclusive economic zones of the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Brunei. Despite a 2016 international tribunal ruling against its claims, Beijing has built and militarized artificial islands, escalating tensions. The U.S. counters with freedom of navigation operations, challenging China's assertions and reinforcing the principle of international waters. These maneuvers are seen by China as provocations, fueling a dangerous cycle of action and reaction. The Philippines, emboldened by U.S. support, has become more assertive, while China responds with increased patrols and aggressive tactics. With so many military vessels in close proximity, the risk of miscalculation and wider conflict has never been higher. The Western Pacific has become a chessboard of naval power, where every move is calculated and every deployment sends a message. The vast expanse of ocean is now a stage for strategic rivalry, with nations maneuvering for influence and security. Aircraft carriers, the dominant pieces on this board, symbolize not just military might but also national ambition and technological prowess. In 2025, China deployed both its carriers, Liaoning and Shandong, east of the Philippines, a bold demonstration of growing capability. This move marked a significant escalation, signaling Beijing's intent to project power far beyond its shores and challenge the status quo. The U.S., long the master of carrier operations, responded by sending its own carrier strike group, signaling commitment to allies and deterrence to rivals. The presence of American carriers reassures partners in the region and reminds adversaries of U.S. resolve. These strike groups, with their escorts and submarines, project formidable power and create a multi-layered shield. Their coordinated maneuvers and advanced weaponry make them floating fortresses, capable of both offense and defense. China's carrier operations are becoming more sophisticated, venturing further into the Pacific and honing their crews' skills. Each exercise brings new lessons, and each deployment increases their confidence and operational reach. Regional powers like Japan closely monitor these moves, aware of their strategic implications. Their own naval forces remain vigilant, conducting patrols and exercises to safeguard their interests. The U.S. maintains a technological edge, but China is rapidly closing the gap, deploying multiple carriers with increasing confidence. The race for naval supremacy is intensifying, with both sides investing heavily in innovation and training. Each maneuver is scrutinized, turning the Pacific into a high-stakes arena where every move matters. Analysts and strategists watch closely, interpreting signals and anticipating the next play. The balance of power is shifting, and the world is watching. Every deployment, every exercise, and every standoff is broadcast globally, shaping perceptions and policies. the naval chess match in Asia is redefining the region's security landscape, setting the stage for a new era of competition and cooperation on the high seas. China's navy is now the world's largest by ship count, a remarkable transformation that has captured the world's attention and shifted the balance of maritime power in Asia. This achievement is a testament to 2 decades of rapid expansion, fueled by massive investment in shipbuilding, and a clear strategic vision from Beijing. The fleet now boasts cutting-edge destroyers, advanced submarines, and a range of support vessels, all designed to project power far beyond China's shores. Most notably, China is rapidly expanding its carrier program, with a growing number of aircraft carriers that signal its intent to become a true blue water navy. The upcoming Fujian carrier, equipped with advanced electromagnetic catapults and state-of-the-art systems, marks a leap in capability, allowing China to launch heavier and more diverse aircraft with greater efficiency. The Fujian will soon join the Liaoning and Shandong, forming a trio of carriers that can operate together or independently. With 3 carriers, China can maintain a constant presence in key waters, from the South China Sea to the Western Pacific, projecting power and influence across the region. This new capability fundamentally alters the Indo-Pacific balance, challenging the status quo, and raising concerns among neighboring countries and global powers alike. But aircraft carriers are only one part of China's broader maritime strategy. China has also developed long-range anti-ship missiles, capable of striking enemy vessels at great distances, creating a formidable carrier-killer threat that could deter or disrupt foreign navies operating near its coast. This anti-access area denial approach makes it increasingly risky for U.S. forces to operate near China's coastline, complicating American military planning in the region. The combination of a blue water navy and a powerful missile shield gives Beijing unprecedented leverage in any regional crisis. China's ambitions are clear: to secure its maritime periphery, to challenge U.S. dominance in the Pacific, and to reshape the security landscape of Asia for decades to come. The era of uncontested American naval supremacy in Asia is ending, ushering in a new and uncertain chapter in the region's maritime history. The deepening military partnership between China and Russia adds another layer of complexity to Asia's security landscape. United by rivalry with the U.S., Beijing and Moscow now conduct regular joint exercises from the Pacific to the Baltic. These drills improve interoperability and send a clear message: the U.S. faces a united front of powerful adversaries. For China, Russia's naval experience is invaluable. For Russia, China's modern fleet projects strength amid Western isolation. This alignment challenges U.S. strategy, which was built on facing one major conflict at a time. The prospect of simultaneous crises in Europe and Asia stretches American resources and attention. While not a formal alliance, the partnership allows both countries to share intelligence and coordinate strategies. Together, they seek to reshape the global order and increase their influence. The Bear and Dragon partnership is redrawing the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific. Japan, long a pacifist nation, is undergoing a historic transformation in response to China's rise. Tokyo is boosting defense spending to record levels, aiming for 2% of GDP and acquiring advanced weaponry, including long-range missiles. Japan is refitting its Izumo-class ships to operate F-35B jets, effectively reintroducing aircraft carriers to its navy for the first time since World War II. This enhances Japan's ability to defend its islands and project power further afield. Beyond hardware, Japan is strengthening alliances, not just with the US but also with Australia, India, and the Philippines. This network of partnerships aims to deter aggression and maintain a free, open Indo-Pacific. Japan's strategic shift is reshaping Asia's security architecture in the face of new challenges. The Indo-Pacific is now a crucible of competing visions: US and allies defending a rules-based order, China seeking regional primacy. The risk of conflict, accidental or otherwise, is dangerously high, with warships and aircraft from rival powers operating in close quarters. A single miscalculation could trigger a crisis with global consequences. The South China Sea is a lifeline for world trade. Any disruption would reverberate through economies everywhere. A conflict here would not remain regional. It would draw in major powers and threaten global stability. The peace and prosperity that have defined Asia for decades are at stake. The U.S. carrier's arrival in Manila is a symptom of this larger struggle, underscoring the urgent need for diplomacy and restraint. The challenge: build a security framework that ensures cooperation, not confrontation, in the Asian century.